So I guess this is what's called the backstory. The backstory and the saga of this right here. The SPEKTRUM piece of garbage 3200 kV motor that comes in basically, for my assumption, this entire 3S line. All right, so what's the backstory? What's the backstory to this particular motor right here that has the zip ties on it? Pulled out the big rock and is going through a couple of things, realizing that this 3200 kV motor from SPEKTRUM, the too long of a number, but it's SPM XSM 2000. It's a 3200 kV motor, SPEKTRUM, branded Horizon Hobby. The backstory is I called Horizon Hobby to see if I could get my motor warranted, because this thing only has 2 3/4 packs through it. And there's another vehicle that has 2 3/4 packs through it too. That's why I'm telling you, man, is this motor coming from the same manufacturer? I'm really thinking that it might be. Reason why I'm saying that is black motor, short wires. Trash bag has a black motor with short wires. You know what I'm saying? Kind of see the similarity there? Black motor, short wires, 2 3/4 packs. So, anyways, backstory is this particular motor right here. This one is from my Big Rock. Now, this is my warranted replacement motor. Now, this is also exhibiting that issue. That issue that all of these motors exhibit, which is this right here. Little bit of a bearing issue. Now, this is the worst that I've seen one. I'm not saying that that's the worst bearing that I've ever seen, but that's the worst bearing that I've seen in one of these vehicles. So I did, like I said, I did try calling Horizon Hobby. First, I tried the chat. Someone said if I try the chat that I might get someplace faster, but it really didn't happen that way. Literally all it meant was email. So right now I'm in an email process with them, and so far my warranty is denied. So far. They're going to look into it further, only because what I did is I cut and pasted Arrma's 2-year satisfaction warranty to the email chat. The email that he had put up, basically said, sorry guy, there's nothing we can do for you. Better luck next time. That's kind of like the gist that I get in my mind with what was said. So I cut and pasted Arrma's 2-year warranty, and obviously he said he was aware of it. And yeah, I was sarcastic with this comment. Why wouldn't I be sarcastic? I feel like they're treating me in a sarcastic way. So anyways, what I'm going to do right now is show you the very easy process, as long as the bearing isn't destroyed like that, the very easy process that it's going to take to order yourself up a set of bearings from TRBRC, which this is the bearing that I would recommend because it's a hybrid bearing. So it's a sealed, shielded, hybrid ceramic bearing. And the part number for that, you probably can't see it, but there will be a listing in the description. Alright, so this one kind of doesn't count because I have mangled it just because of how badly the bearing ended up being in this model. I don't actually have the rotor out here for some reason. Oh yeah, I do. So the rotor, the inner race, is actually fused to the shaft. So that's how bad this particular motor bearing was. So hopefully I can make this an easy swap out. So like I was saying, this is the warranted motor from my Big Rock. Okay, it's the same exact thing. You can see this is Big Rock. This right here is from the Senton. You can see it's the same exact thing. And the sad part is, like I was saying, is that this is the warranted motor with slop. Now, this one obviously got caught in time. This one definitely didn't get caught in time because literally this is what's left of bearings and shield. All right, back again. Alright, this should be very easy. Like I was saying, zip ties are on there only because I was doing preventative, well, I guess, I don't know, preventative kind of measures to where my first motor on my Big Rock actually got burned out. It wasn't a motor bearing issue, I don't think. I think the motor got burned. You know what? I don't even remember now. It's been so long. But, so this is the warranted motor on the Big Rock. So all you got to do is just loosen these 3 screws, hopefully, on the side of the motor. Might be good to touch these with a little bit of heat, because, there we go. Just like I said, might be good to touch these with heat as it just literally strips out. Oh, they both stripped. Alright, so now I've got my Dremel. I'm going to have to slot the screws in order to get them off. I've tried with pliers before. Tried with pliers to go ahead and grab the edges, but because it's a cap head screw, the edges are too round, and I haven't been able to get a bite on it, so I'm going to take my Dremel and I'm going to slot the screw. Don't think that was enough. So you can see, basically turned it into a flathead. Now what I'm hoping is, I'm not going to need heat for this, because this should turn out. There we go. So now they're flathead screws. And I don't have replacement screws for this. That should have been enough. Basically turn it into a flathead. Oh, this one's fighting. There we go. These don't need thread lock. Ever. I might have thread locked it the last time I put it together. Oh, actually, no. I didn't thread lock this. Never mind. Alright. So now you just want to take your fingernail and kind of give it a pry on the motor. I should put the flash on. There we go, that's better. So I'm going to pull that out. This bearing itself is fine. Make sure you don't lose your pieces, because you're going to have shims and, yeah, shims and washers. Keep them in the right orientation. I'm going to go ahead and push this out. I'm going to go ahead and push it out. I'm going to grab it, and you can see a big difference between how clean this is and how destroyed that one is. Now don't get these close. It's amazing how strong even these little motors are. So, and you also don't want to put this in any place where it can pick up any metal. So we'll go ahead and stick it up on the body right there. Right there. So now, you've got to be able to punch that bearing out. And sometimes you need like a drill bit or something that'll be about the same size as that bearing to pop it out. Be it. So I'm just going to give it a couple taps. And you go. Now ideally, you want to make sure that the drill bit end is bigger than the actual the race. But you can see, because you got inner race here, so you can see you've got the inner race, which is this one. That's the one that's stuck on this motor right here. Then you've got the outer race, which is on this one, stuck way in on the inside of that, which it's not focusing. So, yeah. So now you want to go ahead and grab your new bearing. This is TR or TBRC, TRBC, TRBRC. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. And then what I have found that you can do, take it and slide it onto the shaft, then slide this part into there. But alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this bearing, we're going to throw this bearing right in the freezer.
A few moments later, basically after dinner and a nice, fresh, ice-cold glass of iced tea, you know what kind.
Sometimes I don't wear them when I go to
Gotta kind of do this quick. So I'm going to put, obviously, rubber sealed side out, and this should pop right into place, I hope. A little bit of bearings just got to be tapped down just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and install this. Give it a couple of whacks. Should have a hammer out here. I'm not using this because it's not going to work like I want it to. Fully seated, is it? Nope. Not enough. It's close, but not enough. Yeah, see, it's not enough. It's close, just not enough. What I really need is I need a socket that fits that edge. So I'll be right back. So now what I got is got a socket. It basically fits the edge of the race. Place it in there. Give it a couple taps without ripping my skin off. There we go. Fully seated. Now, we can go ahead and put this cap back. Well, actually, gotta put these little sleeves on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Put this on. Then put the cap on. And then go ahead and line up the screws. Just basically do that. The flash on so you can see. Now, I do have a couple screws that are still in good shape. Seeing now I'm kind of doing a 2-into-1. Or not. I thought this was a good idea. Alright. Screw that down. Doesn't need to be cranked. Not looking to strip it. These two screws are the ones that I had to modify. But I believe I had 2 screws from the other motor that were mint. So there we go. That works out pretty mint. Nice and easy. No strip. It probably would have been beneficial to go ahead. I didn't bring the heat out, but I thought about it. The other thing that I could have done was I could have heated this portion, even though this is aluminum. I still could have heated it up, threw the bearing on the shaft, and then let it slip in, and it may have gone in with a little bit less force, but there we go. Basically a perfectly fixed SPEKTRUM 3200 kV motor that was the warranty motor that had failed. So yeah, there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and drag in the Senton using the brand new motor. Well, not brand new, but brand used. Someone has a tendency to call those things brand used, and he's right too. Get the hammer out of the way. Every once in a while, you know, need a persuader. This is a little one. You need a different kind of persuader every once in a while too. They call those invaluable tools. Alright. Go ahead and we can put the cover on, which goes... forget which way this went. I can't remember what side the things were on. So, bring over the power module case. We'll clean this off. I don't remember. Motor went this way because of the way the wires are. The fan. I'm trying to remember. Kind of almost feel like it. Ah, dummy. Look at what side the fan wire's on. That'll tell you. That was easy. Open your eyes, guy. What did I do? Crush this? It seems like I crushed it or something. There we go. Let that slide right into place. The only thing is, one thing I did notice is that when you do it this way, you can't seem to tighten up the pinion as well as you could without that being on, but that's kind of a pain in the neck. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of install this where I think it was, something like that. I'm not going to bother thread locking because I don't feel that it's going to need it. So, seems like that's where it was. Just give it just a tweak. Tight enough so it still moves. And we'll go ahead and we'll take this, toss this in there. Arrma 3S line is failing me here. That's better. Now I've got unlimited recording. I was recording at 4K. That was, look at that. So this is bent. Wow. Oh well. Arrma quality right there, man. That's pretty crazy. What I should do is I should pop this bearing out. Well, look at all the dirt in there. Holy smokes. Get this pinion gear on there. It's kind of hard to tell. It's almost like you need to have this on in order to get a good feel. That's way loose. Still feels loose. I also have to go with that right there. Quick check. Feels ultra loose. Does feel better. Pinion's not tight on the shaft, but I just want to throw this on just to get a feel for it. Why is it when I throw that on it's such a huge amount of play? Oh, I'm being dumb, that's why. Never mind. Whatever. Alright, let's see if I can get this tight. I'm going to squeeze it down just a bit. Throw this in. Make sure I still got good alignment. Yeah, alignment's mint. It's rough. Give it a crank. And then put the little clip on. Yeah, that's mint. That's how it should be. Alright, so we're good. I think we're tightened. Just gonna give it another just tweak. Make sure. Good there. Good there. Carpal tunnel. Somebody out there was talking about arthritis. Forget who it was. Basically talking about the warranty process, and I should have told them that I can't email because my arthritis is acting up. I'm not gonna do that, guy. Come on. Arthritis. I'm already old enough as it is now. Alright. So now that's all set. This is obviously the screw, goes into there. We'll bring the truck over. Now, what I did want to do though, I did want to try and get rid of the dirt. So I am going to bore a hole through the chassis right now. And how I'm going to do that is just with my body tool. Now obviously I know, just by the way this looks, you can see where the gear section is or where it rides. So looking under here, you know that when this slides into there, there's kind of a, I don't necessarily call it a stop, but this area right here where it's grayed out is where I want to bore a hole. So just gonna take the body reamer, and then I go this way, just so I can poke a hole through the chassis, right? And then what I'll do is I'll finish it up on this side. Now, I really don't know if this is the best way to do this, but this is the way that I'm doing it. So, go ahead and make sure the hole is nice. And what I'll do is I'll then touch up this side again, like this. And what this might do is almost give it like a countersinked kind of thing, if that makes sense. Just like that. I'm thinking that should work right there. We shall see. So now take the power module, slide this into place. Now this should be pretty difficult because it hasn't been apart that many times, so it should be pretty tight, unreasonable fit. Yeah, this is when you need the hammer. Just break out the hammer and get that thing to slide right in. Give it a couple of little love taps. Looks like it's close. God, this does not like to slide in. And I believe that's it. And I take the little pull strap thing here, and the way this was this way. Slide that into place. Again, more times this comes in and goes out, the better it is, I have found. So I want to make sure I bring that through the chassis, up and around. Just kind of get out of the way for now. that. Now I gotta put the screw in through the bottom. Not here, but here. And this Senton should be happy. So I'll get that little sleeve piece, put the little sleeve on right now. Find the drive shaft with its little nub. Slide that in to place. There we go. Good as new. I hope. At least it's free now. Alright. Now just connect up our motor wires. So we've got orange on the bottom. Orange, yellow, blue. Now I'm looking what side the wires are on, and I can tell, can't really tell actually. Black and red might be on that side. So looks like it's gonna be that way. Alright. Black and red. And that should be it. Realistically, that is how easy it is to swap out the motor bearing. I would suggest taking the bearing and putting it in the freezer like I did. Put it in the freezer, I had dinner, spent a little bit of time with my wife, and that was enough to freeze the bearing and get it to be a little bit smaller. Not as much as I had hoped. If I had heated that, the outer case, if I had heated the case, granted it is aluminum, and if I worked fast, probably would have slid in a little bit better. So, but you just want to make sure that whatever you use isn't going to impact the seal section of the bearing. And when I did that, I made sure that I put the sealed side facing out, which was the rubber seal, that blue. The blue side was facing out, and then the metal shielded side was facing in, which in my mind that should work because of heat, I think. So anyways, I'm actually gonna take the Senton and rip it right now. Doodly doot, deet deet. Nope. Thing's a little ripper. Man, the thing rips. Steering's a little off. Whoa. Nice. It's got plenty of power, man. God. Thing is literally to the point of almost being airborne. I am not going to kill my new grass. Definitely not. Back track is just nasty right now. There's really nothing there. Come on, guy. Don't go killing your plants. Your wife will kill you. I think I can drive it through the grass nice and easy. Can get rid of some of this moss. Maybe can do a moss rip. Do a little moss rip. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Take it out back, see if there's anything out there. Look at that nice grass, huh? Some nice looking stuff, man. Oh my God, I can do lawn stripes. I better stop doing that. Lawn stripes. Oh my God. Oh, this is all like just mud. It's a different way of driving. I don't know if I want to be back here. It's so bad back here. Oh. God. Careful of the grass. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh. Senton just don't care. Whoa, my God. All right, I think that's good enough. Take it out to the front yard and let it clean itself off. Do some grass lines. do some yard stripes. Should put a mow blade on it. Yeah, see? Who said you can't stripe your lawn with an RC car? Definitely can. That thing moves for a little car. Whoa, right to the tree. Should be nice and clean. That's it. See how it sounds. Sounds pretty good. Alright, that's it. So do I enjoy this 110 scale 3S line? Yeah, I definitely do. Look how fast these things go. This thing's probably faster than an X-Max. Oh, there we go. Really going. all this exercise stuff.